Hey guys, what's going on? It's me Nathan. Just want to say good afternoon, good evening to everyone, both the East West Coast. Hope you guys are enjoying your day today here on Sunday. Hope you guys are also enjoying the weekend. And for this video today of what I want to talk to you guys about is WWE Great Balls of Fire predictions. So let's get into it. The link will be in the description down below. This is from WrestleReview.com, posted by Adam Martin on the 9th of July of 2017. Was posted today here on the day of WWE Great Balls of Fire, even though that name is just ridiculous. It sounds stupid, in my opinion, but that's just me. But let's go into it. Total, in all, there are 7 matches on the main card and 1 on the kickoff show. So let's go to the kickoff show first, as always, for my predictions from bottom to top. And let's go first with the kickoff show is for the Cruiserweight Championship of WWE. Neville champion going up against Akira Tozawa. I think that Neville is going to retain the Cruiserweight Championship somehow, some way. Maybe dirty or a clean pin, I guess. But I think for Akira Tozawa, he is very good in the ring, and I do enjoy his style. Even though I do think that some of the cruiserweights, if not all, maybe if not some, maybe all of them are being watered down. Um, Akira Tozawa is pretty good in the ring. I do enjoy his work, and I think that he'll come up short. I do see Neville, retain championship tonight at Great Balls of Fire, and I do think it'll be a very good match, though. But I do think that this match should be on the main card and should at least be replaced for the kickoff show for another match. Because to me, I think that if you want to have the cruiserweights shine and showcase their talents, have them on the main card will do wonders for them. And they've done that. It's just that sometimes they make, boneheaded decisions on where to place them when it comes to the main card and the kickoff show. But for this one, I do see Neville, retaining the cruiserweight championship. And now we go into the main card as we have the first one, the WWE Raw Women's Championship between Alexa Bliss champion go up against Sasha Banks. This match to me I think is 50-50. I can see any one of these women winning the women's championship. Alexa Bliss could retain the championship and continue her reign as women's champion. Which I'm not against it, but I still feel that it was just too soon for her to win the Raw Women's Championship, just like it was too soon for her to win the SmackDown Women's Championship, when she defeated Becky Lynch on SmackDown during one of the pay-per-views. I think it was No Mercy or another one, I think. But anyway, Alexa Bliss is good at the ring. She's good at the mic. I enjoy her ring work. I do think though that she is kind of overrated in my opinion, because she has the looks, the talents, and the smarts to compete in the ring and shine in this business. But I think she needs a little bit more work here and there when it comes to her mic skills, which are kind of a little green in my opinion. But that's just me. So I do see Alexa Bliss, retain the championship for the women's championship for Raw. But then there is the boss, Sasha Banks. I do think there is a very strong chance for Sasha to win the women's championship back. After she lost it in the feud to Charlotte, and Charlotte was the longest reign women's champion of Raw. And I felt that she got the short end of the stick during that feud, because there were times where Sasha Banks could have retained the championship and they could have lost it to Charlotte at the right time. Excuse me. And with WWE having Sasha lose the championship, a couple months, and when she won it back, she was in another couple months. It was just frustrating for me and anyone else. I can speak for others. I mean, I think Elena, she felt strongly struggling about Sasha as women's champion and how she was being booked. I've watched a couple of videos of her. So as far as now, Sasha Banks going against Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship, I do think there is a strong possibility of her winning the title. But if Sasha does win, I do predict that next month at SummerSlam it's going to be Sasha Banks go up against either Alexa Bliss or Sasha Banks go up against Alexa Bliss and Bayley, because as we all heard of the rumors, there was rumor that WWE was going to do a Sasha Banks versus Bayley feud, which was rumored to have for some time ago. And I do see either Bayley coming back as a face, and then if she does win the championship back, she could turn heel against Sasha, or Sasha Banks, wins the title tonight, and goes on to SummerSlam and retains. She will turn heel against Sasha Banks. To me, Sasha Banks is a great heel, kind of more better than a face. So to me, I think whatever happens tonight at SummerSlam, I do think we will see Sasha Banks turn heel. So 50-50 in the Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. And next up we have is the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships, the 30-minute Iron Man Tag Team match, with Sheamus and Cesaro, the champions, go up against the Hardy Boys. So this should be a very interesting match. I probably does see Sheamus and Cesaro somehow winning the women's match and retaining the Raw Tag Championships, but I think there could be a strong possibility that the Hardy Boys will win the tag team titles back. Like, let's say, for example, if there is after 30 minutes rub, it's tied 2-2 or whatever, and, no team has won another, pitfall or fall to get the upper hand, so it's sudden death, and the match continues, and the Hardy Boys come out with the Raw tag team titles around their waist or arms or whatever. So I can see that happening. Or Sheamus and Cesaro, win, the match same way. Just tie. No one has gotten no one has more falls than the other one. And Sheamus and Cesaro, they, come out on top with the Raw Tag Team Championship. So that can happen as well. So this match between the Hardy Boys and Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Championships in a 3-minute Iron Man match, Tag Team match, will be good, but I see it as 50-50. So that's what I think will happen. Next up we have is the WWE Intercontinental Championship. The Miz champion going against Dean Ambrose. I see the Miz retain the championship due to the interference of Axel and Bo Dallas helping out their cohort, their entourage, their friend. Since now the Miz has formed a stable with Chris Axel, Bo Dallas, and I do see them get involved. I do see Maurice get involved as well, unless someone else gets involved to fend off Bo Dallas and Chris Axel. So as far as Dean Ambrose goes, I don't see him, winning the Intercontinental Championship, because I think that's been done way too many times, and I think that for Dean Ambrose, he needs to be reinvented. It needs to be unleashed in a way, and he is the lunatic fringe. If he is the lunatic fringe, why hasn't he been going crazy and bonkers? If WWE does not want him to go like full edge, a full heel or face or whatever, fine, but at least make him more interesting. Like right now, he's just the same old. He's dull and boring, in my opinion. But I do see the Miz retaining the Intercontinental Championship against Dean Ambrose. And next up we have was Enzo Amore versus Big Cass. This is a match that has been brewing for so long since Big Cass broke up with Enzo a couple weeks ago, where it was revealed that he was the guy that solely attacked Enzo Amore. And now we have these two who were once, friends and tag team partners, now they're going up against each other in the ring. And I can see this happening in two ways. No matter who wins tonight, I think what could happen is it could all be revealed as a big joke. That there really was no feud between Enzo and Big Cass. That, they both fooled everyone, and they wanted to prove that they don't need the fans, they don't need the crowd, they don't need the people, they don't need their fans supporting them. Enzo and Big Cass will only focus on themselves and nobody else. Um, if not, that will happen sometime down the road. Because from what I've been hearing, there are rumors that Enzo and Big Cass could get back together leading up to WrestleMania 34. And if that does happen, it can either happen where Big Cass and Enzo are a face team, or Enzo and Big Cass are a heel team. So anything is possible. But for this one, I do see. Actually, I'm going to say it's 50-50 because I think that either one of them could win. And, I think a win for Big Cass would, pretty much solidify his, status as a heel, and that he is going to do things his way. But for Enzo Amore, I do see him winning the match, showing that he does have heart, he does have passion, and he can beat Big Cass. Though to me, I think that this kind of reminds me of Shawn Michaels and Sid Vicious, where Shawn Michaels was just getting beat up and beat up by Sid Vicious, and then Kevin Nash came down for the save. For those of you that do remember, that was back in the 90s. I think in 96 or 95, I think. Um, but for this one, it's 50-50. But if Enzo Amore does win, I do think that the feud between these two is not over at all. And I kind of worry for Enzo Amore, because if Enzo Amore, now that he's broken up from Big Cass, where is he going to go to next? And the only thing I can see him going to is either the Cruiserweight division or competing for their Intercontinental Championship. Either of those two is fine by me, but I do think that it's disappointing that Enzo and Big Cass broke it up, and they haven't even won the tag team championships. It's just disappointing to me. But 50-50 between Enzo Amore and Big Cass in this match, anyone can win it, and anything goes. Next one we have is Seth Rollins going against Bray Wyatt. I did want to say that Bray Wyatt should win this match first, but it's very possible that Seth could win as well, since Bray Wyatt does have a bad luck winning matches and pay-per-views when it comes to feuds. So I do see Seth Rollins winning, if not Bray Wyatt winning. So 50-50 between Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt in this match. And next one we have is the semi-main event. We have the ambulance match between Roman Reigns going against Braun Strowman. To me, this match, I think Braun Strowman will win, and he will solidify his, his status as one of the best big men in the WWE today. Because Braun Strowman has been getting a lot of, momentum, a lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of support, a lot of energy from the fans. Because Braun Strowman, ever since he came back, he's been on a roll. And I do see Braun winning this match, though. It's very possible that Roman could win as well, but I think it'll be highly likely that Braun Strowman will win. He will beat down and terrorize Roman, and as much as Roman gets back up and does not want to give up and quit, Braun will finish him off and then put him in the ambulance so that Braun can get it himself and just drive away. So I can see that happening. So Braun Strowman will defeat Roman Reigns tonight, but don't be surprised if Roman Reigns does win. And last but not least, we have was the WWE Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar, champion, going up against Samoa Joe. There have been rumors that Brock Lesnar has been pushing for a rematch for Samoa Joe for SummerSlam. If that happens, I hope it does happen, because to me, I don't want to see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar yet, because we already seen how that match turned out the first time, which I had no problem with. But I think that for Roman, it's too soon for him to have a title shot for the Universal Championship. So as far as this match goes, between Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe, I have been enjoying the build-up. I have been enjoying the build-up and the feud laid up to tonight's pay-per-view extravaganza. And I do think there is a strong chance that Samoa Joe could win and upset Brock Lesnar. But if not, they'll probably save that for SummerSlam. But I do see Brock retain tonight, though it's possible that Samoa Joe could win as well. So I'm going to say 50-50 on this one. So let's go from bottom to top, guys. Quick predictions. Neville will retain the Cruiserweight Championship against Akira Tozawa. 50-50 between Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. For the Raw Tag Team Championships, in the 3-minute Iron Man Tag Team match, 50-50 between the Hardy Boys and Sheamus and Cesaro. And for the Intercontinental Championship, the Miz will retain against Dean Ambrose. 50-50 between Enzo Amore and Big Cass. 50-50 between Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. Russell will defeat Roman Reigns in the Ambulance match tonight. And the WWE Universal Championship is 50-50 as well. So tell me comments what guys say about this. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you more neutral about my predictions for WWE Great Balls of Fire? So tell me in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to always subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'll take time with Zed saying peace. Take care. I'll see you guys later for what's coming up later today afternoon, tomorrow, or in a couple of minutes. So stay tuned. So I'm next time. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a good day. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy Great Balls of Fire. I will see you guys later. Bye.